So today we're going to be talking about the trees. And I have chosen an affirmation, and that was on our email blast that we sent out on Friday morning. And if you have not received it or you didn't print it off, because I encourage you to print this off from your email or write it down right now. If any of you have paper and pencil, you might want to have paper and pencil because towards the end of the talk, there's something that you might want to jot down in notes for yourself. So the affirmation for this week, honoring Earth Day and honoring our Mother Earth and our nature. You ready? My eyes are open to the oneness of all life. I am blessed to be a caretaker of the earth. Let's say that together. My eyes are open to the oneness of all life. I am blessed to be a caretaker of the earth. And so it is. So I titled the talk, In Times Like These, Be Like the Trees. Think about that. You know, I have this if I could figure out how to walk you to my front yard and show you this humongous tree that I have in my little postage stamp yard in North College Hill, you wouldn't believe it. I think I may have one of the largest trees in North College Hill. And I don't even want to guess the diameter of it, but it is humongous. And for 10 years that I've lived here, people have told me, arborists, tree cutting people especially, have said, you need to take that tree down. It's so much dead in it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine taking that down. It shades my house, the neighbor's house, the next door neighbor's house. And I keep watching that tree. That's my favorite meditation spot when I'm in North College Hill, is to sit on my front porch and just watch the life in that tree. The squirrels. And yes, I know there's grubs in it, but there is so much life going on in that tree. And it just continues to broaden out with these wonderful leaves. And then it sheds its acorns in the fall, and the squirrels and the deer come in my front yard in North College Hill. And I can't let it go. And yes, it continues to shed. It's dead. And yeah, there's a center part up high that's pretty dead. But there's so much life in this tree, and I can't let it go. I feel like maybe I can relate to that tree. Maybe that's why I can't let it go. I relate to that tree. It is resilient. Despite all the storms it has gone through, all the stuff it has had to let go of over the years. Yes, branches, yes. Maybe they hit my porch roof, yes. But you know what? Isn't that how life is for so many people? There is going to be, it just speaks of resilience to me, and how resilient we are all becoming aware of within ourselves. You know, we used to think about when our car went to the shop, right, for the repair shop, and they had to keep it for 3 days. Oh my God, we'd complain about cabin fever. Look how resilient we are in these times. We're not going many places, and still we're rising. That choir, the unity choir, getting together and singing through this technology. I mean, we see this on Facebook, and we see it on YouTube, where massive professional, high level concerts are happening with many, many people on the screen. These are highly paid, big bucks technology professionals that are creating this. Did you see what just happened and how resilient our music director is, along with our other people behind the scenes, and how resilient our choir members are to make that happen for all of us? This church is very much alive. We may not be in the church, but if you saw my latest Facebook post, the building is not the church. We're the church. I want to think about the trees a minute and how many lessons are in the trees for us. The tree starts as a seed, right? It just like you and me, we started from a seed. And as a tree grows, their magnificence and their strength comes through. Each tree is unique, just like you and me. We are unique, and as we get stronger and wiser, more and more of our magnificence comes out. The trees provide shade, and they provide comfort. The bigger and larger we grow, the longer we're here on earth, I think we become more and more aware of how we serve, when we serve, and how we serve can be such a comfort to so many people. Some trees get disease, and some trees make it through, and some trees do not. Michael and I, our house that we can't wait to move into in Coleraine Township, we have 12 acres of woods. And yes, especially now, all the green is coming out, and it's very obvious how many ash trees are in those woods that didn't make it through that ash borer. I think, was it a beetle? They didn't make it. But at the same time, I look at how much growth is coming up and new life is coming up and through, and how all this sunlight now is coming through our woods. And you thought it was over. You thought, oh my God, we've lost our woods. But we've been there 2 years watching this. And now it's amazing. Think about how this represents, how this shows up in our own life. And then about trees that the deeper the roots are, the stronger the tree. And then I was looking up something, and I found Dolly Parton has a song, something about the more the storms, the deeper the roots go of a tree. And I believe that. I don't know, walking in the woods, which I love to do, have always loved since I was a kid, I was fascinated by trees that were bent like at a 45 and then went out and then went back straight up again. A tree that was blown over or knocked over, and the resilience and the will to live brought it back straight up towards the sun. That's you. And that's me. We have this will inside of us, this gift of will inside of us. And that's why so many of us are out there saying, we're going to get through this together. And we will. And yeah, some days, there's hope. There's hope in the news. Like, oh, maybe the restaurants are going to come back and we're slowly going to get out of this. And then within the next day or a couple of hours later, it's like, no, you need to stay in for a longer period of time. So there's, again, here we go, the roller coaster of feelings and emotions. I'm with you. I'm with you. But be like the trees, despite whatever shows up, whether it's hailstorms, windstorms. It is amazing what a tree can make it through. And you know, trees thrive in the light. Who else thrives in the light? Why do we come together on Sunday and join in community here? Because we want to join all these bright lights together to bring us up and to help us hold ourselves up for the week. Trees give us life by emitting what? Carbon dioxide. No, they don't emit that. Hello? That would not be good. Trees emit oxygen. They take in the carbon dioxide. So they're purifying our air constantly and giving us life all the time. We need the trees. All of life needs the trees. And you also know trees shed, right? They have a shedding period. I'm hearing Michael's brother went through the COVID-19, and he was sharing with us about how he went through this shedding period. And you think about it, that happens probably with all viruses. There is a period of shedding as you're coming around the other side of it, and you're shedding the virus. Trees shed what they don't need. They're done. Be gone with you, leaves. We'll grow new ones next year. Take that in for a moment, because I'm about to share with you something that you might want to just take a couple notes on, because it's lessons from the trees. And if you didn't see the Facebook post, or you're not friends on Unity of Garden Park Facebook, you might want to, because I posted something that has a short video, 2-minute video from Dr. Seuss movie based on his book, The Lorax. And it is so about us human beings and our consciousness. May we be like the trees and really trust that we really are way more resilient than we ever thought we could be. And that our roots go deep. And how do they go deep? They go deep through spiritual practice. You know, I was thinking the other day too, one of my favorite and probably most noted talks I have ever given was the pause, pray, and proceed talk. People were in the pause, and we're also in the pray. And yeah, this pause is going on longer than any of us really want it to, but it's okay. We're in the pause and we're in the pray. And when the timing is right, we will proceed. So trust being in the pause. Nature does it all the time. Nature trusts whatever it is, wherever it is, in the moment, in the present moment. Then we have peace. So let me share with you something that I found, and I might have to look at my notes here, because here are some tree-inspired actions. Number 1, stay grounded. Be firm in your beliefs and be firm in your ability. Do not let fear uproot you, for you are stronger than anything you must face. You've been built to withstand life's storms, and your faith will see you through. So number 1, stay grounded. Number 2, remain connected to your roots. Know where you've come from and understand that the connection it provides are life lessons. Whether those roots provided stability in your life or whether those roots provided challenges, they remain part of your journey. Use them for the development of self, not as a hindrance, but as a development of yourself. So number 2 is remain connected to your roots. Number 3, turn over a new leaf. Be ready and willing to do things differently, to change with the seasons, to shed the old and birth the new. Well, isn't that the resurrection story? Do not shy away from the new. Instead, embrace it. Observe it and willingly embrace it. Seek out the opportunities that lie within every situation and be prepared to do things differently. Want me to say that again? Be prepared to do things differently. So number 3 is turn over a new leaf. Number 4, bend before you break. Bend before you break. Be flexible in your approach. Instead of seeing every challenge as a problem that has been sent to break you, view them as lessons to teach you. Know that you do not have all the answers, or that you'll always be right or you'll always be wrong. Watch, listen, and learn. Let your maturity guide your decisions and be willing to accept the unchangeable. That to me is the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. Here's the best part. Give me the wisdom to know the difference. So number 4 is bend before you break. Number 5, enjoy your unique beauty. Love you first. That's not easy for a lot of us. Love you first. Know that in understanding the power of love, that inner and outer beauty that is unique to you alone, you will be able to love others more openly and to give of your own uniqueness, bringing magic to whatever you do. No comparing, no self-doubting, no sense of lack. Enjoy your beauty. Roots, no nails and all, right? All right, the final one, keep growing. Keep growing. Be a lifelong learner. That is what unity is all about. We are all about ever growing, ever expanding our mind, our consciousness, our ability to love. We are about soul expansion, not constricting, expansion. I love that about unity. We really support you and encourage you to keep your mind active. You know, you have 4 natures. What is it? Mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. It is our job to continue to develop and expand all 4 of those natures. So the physical is pretty easy, isn't it? Eat healthy, exercise, keep moving, right? Physical. Emotional is when you start to drop down, you're feeling depressed or anxious, you know what to do. Get in gratitude and bring yourself back to present moment. 4 is mental. The mental nature is, what are you feeding your mind? Get off the news app. Don't stay on there very long. It's okay to be informed, but don't keep rerunning the same tape over and over. Read good books. It's great to read novels. It's great to read love stories, but also feed yourself with some good mind expanding science, spiritual books to help you keep expanding your mental capacity. And then the last one is spiritual. What are you doing spiritually? Are you continuing to do practices? People, this is very, very important. I'm telling you, I am in such a habit now of 9 o'clock prayer. I think that's going to be a lifelong habit for me. That's how we create it. What is it? 30 days to make a new habit? Some people, they say it's 21. We can do this. So for me, I want to close by just reminding you, and I'm going to bring those, I'm going to bring back those inspired actions from the trees. Okay. Number 1, stay grounded. Number 2, remain connected to your roots. Number 3, turn over a new leaf. Number 4, bend before you break. 5, enjoy your beauty, your unique beauty. Just like the trees, every one of them is unique. There's no one else like you. And number 5, keep growing. Stay tuned because we're going to be offering a class. We're going to be doing some more Zoom connections during the week, offering that for various groups. Stay connected, be connected. We're going to get through this and we're going to be fine. Matter of fact, we're going to be way better than fine. I can't even imagine for people with this open awareness and consciousness and knowing the truth, that spiritual truth that sets us free. You know it. Don't believe what anybody else is saying. Stay true to your truth, and we will be free. We always were free. It was a good song, Kayleen, you chose today. The rainbow has always been over our head. I love you all.